Yo,
Yo,
what's up?
not much.
So you're live right now. We're recording. So this is
Oh,
Freakshow episode 85
85 in quarantine.
in quarantine.
How are you dealing with this bullshit? I saw you chopping wood. What the fuck is that?
I was doing my Rocky training, baby, getting ready.
Watch. I'm going to come out of quarantine 80 pounds heavier. You're going to come out of quarantine looking like a fucking $1,000,000.
Dude, that wood chopping almost killed me.
It's hard work, man. Manual labor is hard work. I tell people, they used to ask me when I was working at Verizon, how did I stay so skinny? I'm like, well, when you're climbing, telephone poles with 15, 20, 30 pounds of tools on you, that shit gets to you after a while.
It does get to you, man. It's crazy. You seen that they passed that fucking package? What do you think about that?
I find it ironically funny that it went from a $1 trillion package to a $1.5 trillion package to now a $2 trillion package. And
It's insane.
there's so much hidden shit in there. It's politics, man. It's all fucking politics.
It's funny. The fucking Democrat wanted some stuff put in there to fund abortions and other stuff, and then when it passed it, so they got the deal. I still think it's still got to pass the Senate.
There's a lot of hidden shit in there that no one's reading about, and it's like whatever. And they got fucking, and I don't know who got to Cuomo, but a couple of days ago, he was all gung ho and positive, and the past 2 days now he's the exact opposite. Now it's it's the end of the world. We're gonna stay in quarantine until the summer. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Nah, because you see what happened in New York City? That shit went like from 3,000 to 30,000 people.
But see, but this is it's simple logic. If you don't test for something, then you have no numbers. When you start testing, you're gonna get fucking numbers. That's like saying you're gonna test, kindergarten kids to do fucking, algebra. Well, we don't know the numbers. No, 100% of them can't do it, dummy, unless it's a super genius. You start testing them, you're gonna find out that they're in kindergarten. They can't do it.
Yeah, you know who they really got to test? The people that probably had it didn't even know they had it, because those are people that probably have a cure already. Like they probably got some kind of immune to it.
Well, that's the one thing that I've been looking up is, they're saying that once you get it, that you're immune to it. It's kind of like chickenpox. Well, that mentality of it all. So my thing is, well, how the fuck do you know if you've had it and have gotten past it yet? Like, where are those numbers? Because I'm seeing numbers coming from China that over 100,000 people have already gotten it, and they're back to work and they're fine now. So where are the numbers here saying that's going to happen?
But you got to remember, those are numbers from China. God knows what they did.
Exactly, because they're full of shit to begin with. No, that's absolutely very true. But now they're putting the fear into California, saying that we were ground zero in America, which we are. Let's be honest. Between JFK, LaGuardia, and Newark, we have 3 major airports.
That's
so
what
travelers
I say.
come here, but
Yeah.
But now they're putting the fear of God into California of. You see us now, you're getting this next. It's like, dude, he's like the fucking voice of death.
Yeah, but California already had some, and so did Seattle. But I think there were quarantine people already before we did. Like we were a little bit late on the ball. I think that's why we got so many people.
Yeah, but again, it is what it is. It's unfortunate. The thing about this virus is, if you drink hot soups, if you think you have it in your throat and you drink a lot of hot soup, it helps. Like it's deterrence to the fucking virus. Just it's basic shit that you have to do. It's not brain surgery, and that's what's killing me with this. With it, people don't realize the government and the media are going to use fear to control you, and that's that's the way it is.
That's the way it is. There's nothing you can do about it. And now they're actually going to give you money to stay home.
Well, I heard they upped unemployment to like 600 now. I heard.
Yeah, I just put in for some unemployment, and while the bar closed, I'm getting like $391.
Which is, it's better than nothing. Is it what everyone was normally making? No. I got a message, a text message, not even a fucking phone call, from Department of Labor about my interview with Lowe's, and did I start there before the shutdown happened? I was like, no, I hadn't got my start date yet. Oh, we're sorry to hear that. But just so you know, Amazon's hiring, this one's hiring, that one's hiring. We put your name in for them, so expect the phone call.
Oh my God.
I was like, okay, so fuck this epidemic. Get to work, stupid.
Amazon, yeah, Amazon needs people, but Amazon right now is doing only essential thing that people need. Like they're only doing like grocery and stuff like that. If you order something, they're not doing it. They're only doing the stuff that people need.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a shit show. I mean, the biggest worry or concern that I have is there's no time frame on this.
Nah, let me tell you, I'm going to give you a real time frame. We'll probably start going back May. May is the time frame. Trump is talking about April 12, Easter. No, May is about the real time frame. I put it I see you guys in May.
Yeah, see, he says Easter. I honestly, I guess I was just optimistic. I was hoping in the next week or two it would have been done.
It might be done in a week or two. The problem is, this is where the problem lies. Which are the people that had it and didn't have it? Which are the people that are going to get it now after this whole craziness that happened? So it's all fucked up right now.
Until they get a cure, they're going to say it's not done. It's not taken care of. And I don't know when the fuck, if they'll ever get a cure.
They're not going to get a vaccine until next year. A vaccine takes a year to pretty much have. Only if they're like working around the clock and this and that. Who the hell knows? But a vaccine pretty much takes about a year to get.
Well, I think that just between the FDA and the testing and whatnot. But you would think there'd be a way to circumvent that with this shit going on.
Who knows? Who knows what the fuck these people are doing?
And I still find it funny. There's basically no mention of that prick. Was it in Harvard? The fucking professor who got arrested. Who got arrested with his two Chinese fucking prodigies? Come on, man.
Yeah. Dude, how about the fucking guy that was in a restaurant and he sneezed by the food and then he told the food worker behind the fucking counter, I'll spit at you because I got the coronavirus. Dude, they're treating that guy like a terrorist.
They should. Absolutely.
Why would you even say that? How stupid are you? And then you see the other one, the guy licking everything in the store.
Oh yeah.
The guy
or the one schmuck on the train pulling his mask down and then like licking his fingers and wiping it all over the place.
Oh, that's awful.
But this is the country that we have bred. When you give kids participation awards and don't explain to them your fucking feelings don't matter to the facts of reality and this world, it's the me generation. It's the selfie generation. It's the generation of we're more worried about getting a photo of me feeding the homeless so I can get fucking likes on Instagram than actually feeding the fucking homeless. And that's all we care about, unfortunately. And it's sad. Yeah. But people think they can do those things. But you imagine had this happened in the 90s where you saw a guy, go up in a restaurant, spit on someone and go, I had the virus.
He'll get lumped up. He
wouldn't make it out alive. They would beat him unmercifully. Oh, of course. And the cops show up and go, what happened? He spit him and he told me I had the virus. Fuck him. The cops put the hazmat suits on and throw him in jail. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. There will be no fucking question.
But nowadays, it's, he has rights. No, fuck you. When you're trying to take away my rights, I'm going to take away yours. It's that simple.
Did you see like the pamphlet that the KKK or whatever the Nazi were giving out, give the coronavirus to the Chinese and they didn't even say they were talking about like the Irish and the Mexican. It was fucking hysterical. The plan for the thing they had out.
No, I have not heard conspiracies yet. You gotta be fucking.
Oh, you gotta look at the thing that they gave out. They would give us these pamphlets saying, "Hey, these are these guys. These are the Jews and the Mexican." That's pretty much what they say.
It's so fucking stupid. But that's what kills me. So the Klan's been around for a long fucking time.
Yeah.
They've been having rallies. They've been doing stupid shit. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody listens to them because it's a very small minority group. So why is it all these other groups, get all this fucking publicity and all this shit like shut up. Who cares? Let them fucking tout their bullshit and move it along. Don't pay attention.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so speaking of which, since we're on that, who's your motherfucker of the week?
Dude, you know who's the motherfucker of the week? That fucking kid that keeps taking off his glove, licking his finger, and fucking touching all the fucking poles and shit on the fucking train.
Subways. Why?
Dude, that
lumped him up.
That guy we should catch and just beat the living shit out of him.
Seriously, like what? And what do you say to the judge? Like, why did you punch and beat this kid, into a coma? Well, because he has the virus and he's spreading it. All right.
And he's spreading it, yeah. The judge will be like, First of all, that's a terrorist act. What he's doing now, and so officially, if you're trying to spread the virus, that's a terrorist act because that's like a bioweapon.
Yeah,
First of all, and you can get hundreds of thousands of people sick, and they don't even know. That's why you got to wear gloves and not even touch your face, dude. Can I shit on something real quick?
of course.
What do you think of these virtual bartenders?
I think. So, all right. So here's the thing. It is the dumbest motherfucking thing that I've ever seen. Now, on the flip side of it, I understand you want to have a virtual person to talk to. I get that. You know what that's called? Webcam chicks.
Yeah.
How many webcam chicks will sit there with you for $20 for 5 minutes, not take their clothes off, and just sit there and bullshit with you and talk to you? Strippers did that shit for the longest time. You go to a strip club, you sit, buy her a drink, you talk to her. That's what it is. How the fuck are you going to make me a virtual drink that I can't fucking drink looking at you? That's a cock tease and a half.
And then it was $6 on Venmo.
Yeah. Pay me to make you a drink. Who's drinking that drink then, stupid?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to shit on that, but I got to shit on that.
No,
that's
it's
funny.
fucking stupid. But now, who's dumber? The people who are doing it or the motherfuckers who are paying for it?
Hey, you know what's funny? You know there's a bunch of guys doing this right now.
Of course.
Because they're getting one-on-one time with the bartender they had a dream of, this and that.
Oh, sure.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I can't tell you, and I won't mention any names out here, but I can't tell you how many girls I know who started selling photos or are doing the webcam thing now. They're like, listen, I got to make money and pay my bills, and I don't judge them at all.
Dude, do you see the fucking the strip joints in Portland, Oregon? The fucking all the girls got together. They doing food service, food delivering, and stripping.
My friend up in Albany does that. She started an actual business called Tata's Delivery. So if you're in Albany and you want to order it, just look it up. She's there. She delivers, her and her girlfriend deliver handmade foods, fucking pizzas, garlic bread and stuff, and they deliver it topless. And you can take photos with them.
Oh my God!
And they're hot. They got huge tits. They're hot. It's like, okay, trust me.
I guess
do you know how
they're
much
not worried about.
Huh? You know how much money that would make here?
Oh my God!
Could you imagine that? I'm quarantined in my house. I'm gonna have 2 hot strippers show up to my door, topless, take photos with me, and then I get to eat.
They're not worried about social distance.
I guess not. I mean, I guess it's like a celebrity thing. You can't put your arms around them. Like they can just get close enough to you, or whatever. But I mean, hey, in this day and age, everyone's gonna try to make money off this shit, and that's not a bad thing.
Dude, what do you think about? Imagine you wait all your life to be in WrestleMania, and WrestleMania it's going to be like in the Performance Center without a crowd, and it's your WrestleMania moment. You think this is going to make it something special? Or it's just crapping on us.
I think it's gonna be shit. I think they should have postponed it till I want to say at least June or July. I don't see why they couldn't have done WrestleMania one month and then SummerSlam the next month. I guess, logistics reasons and where their touring dates are going. I don't really know. The fact that they're pre-taping, they said I'm reading somewhere about 60% of WrestleMania. That's why.
Yeah, it's pre-taped.
Yeah, well, some of it is, some of it's not. So there's gonna be some live, but a lot of it's being pre-taped, like the fucking AJ Styles Undertaker Boneyard match. That they said they're gonna tape that like 3 or 4 days prior. Like a lot of these things are gonna get pre-taped. So. I just think, in this epidemic that we're going through, shit's got to change. But I don't think a lot of places and a lot of businesses are doing the right thing by it. So, I mean, what's going to happen with hockey or with baseball or with, what are these things going to do? Just scratch the season?
I pretty much think hockey and basketball might be over. Baseball pretty much say that they're going to start June 1st.
Oh, they are definitely going to start. All right.
Yeah, baseball. They might just do an 80-game season.
Well, see, but with so many games, you can do that. But you got something like imagine this happening in the winter with football. That season that would be gone. You got 16 games. You can't afford to lose half a season.
But you see what happened in football? They're gonna add an extra playoff game now, and then next year it's an extra week. They added an extra game, so it's 17 week season. Now it's gonna be an 18-week season,
which is the stupidest thing in the fucking world.
So now you're gonna have 2 playoffs, but I think the teams get an extra pass. Like the teams that are the low ranks, they're gonna play each other, and then the team they're almost going to get like a 2-week bye. If you're number one, you get like almost like a 2-week bye, that will probably kill your momentum.
Yeah. First of all, if you watch teams that actually play hard and play well, by the end of the fucking season, they're exhausted. Their bodies are shot. Now you're going to add another fucking week on, and let's be honest, why are they adding one more week? What is the purpose?
You know what?
Adding?
Technically, the 1 week make sense because you will never have a team now go to the playoff 8-8. They might go 9-9-8.
Yeah.
Or you might have a team that go fucking
so then why not
7-10.
So if that's the case, cut a fucking preseason game.
I think that's what they do. I think preseason's only going to be like 2 weeks.
Well, it's cutting 2 games. I think preseason is 4 weeks right now.
Yeah, but I think they're making preseason. I think what they say 2 weeks, or they add another week. But I know something definitely going to change with preseason. It might be only 3 weeks. Something's definitely going to change about preseason because they all agree on this thing. And I think it's good that they got the extra game. I'm glad that that's an extra week. Because let me tell you, that believe it or not, during football season, you can make a lot of money.
Absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see what these billionaires say. And that's the other thing, too, with this, reform and this, that, and the other. All of these fucking, corporations are begging for money. Meanwhile, like last year, if you're showing $4 billion in profit last year, you don't need a fucking bailout. You're going to take a hit this year. Too fucking bad. Deal with it.
Do you want to hear something crazy? You know how much money Apple got?
How much?
It could buy Disney with cash.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How's that even possible, dude?
That's how much money Apple got. They could grab cash and just pay Disney cash.
Because Disney is like a bajillionaire at this point.
Yeah, but Apple has much more money. That's how crazy it is.
That's fucking disturbing.
I was reading something about that, how much money Apple has, that it could just go to Disney and say, he's like $1 trillion. He's like $4 trillion. We'll see you soon.
That's absurd.
Before
going further, speaking of Disney Japan has started opening some of the parks already.
Oh, that's good.
I was watching a thing about, over there. Not everything is open, but a lot of places are slowly starting to open again, which is a good fucking sign.
Yeah.
So what were you saying?
Do you see the fucking guy that broke into a Dinosaur Barbecue in Harlem?
No.
So they so Dinosaur Barbecue closed down, and some dude just broke a window because they've been closed down to do a deep cleansing of the restaurant for the coronavirus.
Yeah.
And some dude just broke in and went in and took cash and got the fuck out.
Well, why would you still have cash in the restaurant? That makes no sense.
I think they closed up in a pretty quick day, but the guy definitely got some. How much could he probably get? $200-$300? There's not that much cash there.
That's the one thing, I guess, maybe growing up in the 90s and seeing some people I know do some really fucking dumb things for money. I'm like, if the jail time is not worth the payout, then why do it? Like, why rob someone for $100 when you can go to jail for like 2 years for that shit? You can get a couple grand out of them. All right, cool, I get it. But $100, fuck that, man. Ain't worth
Dude, I'm
it.
going to tell you something. I have a buddy of mine that used to pretty much, he's been to jail 4 or 5 times, and this guy used to pretty much rob Korean houses up in Jamaica State. Because he said there's one thing about Koreans, they do not believe in our banking.
No.
And they keep a lot of cash at home, and they got like, I think he hit 2 places, and they were like, fucking, he got like $500,000 just hitting 2 places.
Not even the money, but they got fucking lots of jewelry.
And jewelry, I'm telling you, the guy he would say, you'd be surprised. And he was like, half of them, they got alarm system, but they don't know how to use them. And the guy finally, you know what he's working for now?
What's that?
He's like head of security at Macy.
Oh my God.
Because that's how good he was.
Well, that's always the thing is, when people, when they hire the ex-cons because they know all the fucking angles. They know all the things to look for. Yeah, I mean, it's not dumb. It's kind of brilliant.
They got more angles than a protractor.
So how is upstate treating you? I heard you got some snow up there.
Yeah, we got some snow. It's pretty good, man. Molly been cooking a hell of a meal. Like the first night we had porterhouse steaks with potato and cream of spinach, where we have it like roasted chicken with stuffing. Like it's good so far. The eating is good.
How is she holding up?
She's holding up.
She getting antsy yet or what?
She freaks out a little bit.
I'm sure. I mean, she owns the bit, and that's. And I saw you like the post I commented on. Well, as soon as this is all said and done, this summer we're doing a ton of bar crawls. We're gonna do We're gonna do a ton of different events and parties, and we're gonna get people back into working and shit like that and get their money back because this is just too fucked up.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
I mean, it's one of those things that you'll remember back in the day. You know, this will happen once in our lifetime, hopefully, and never again. And it's just a matter of getting a handle on it. And I'm glad to see at least, you know, like I said with Disney, they put out, you know, Upward, and they put out Frozen 2 on Disney Plus. They're putting all these things out to keep things somewhat understandable.
Oh, speaking of that, so they might move up Falcon and the Winter Soldier because of this, because people are watching. They think they can get the people to watch right now, so they're moving things forward a little bit.
Let's hope.
You know what? Like, you know what? Disney, they like look at Disney, like look at DC Universe, the Harley Quinn series. They already taken out season 2 like in April.
Really?
Yeah, season 2 is coming out. They already got traded. They're just moving things forward to try to save, because they're trying to save that channel anyway. So anything they got, they moved it ahead and say, fuck it, let's take it out. It was supposed to come out next year, but it's coming out this year. So Wonder Woman got pushed to August.
Yeah. Well, a lot of movies got pushed to August. What did Black Widow got pushed in, like July, I think?
Black Widow might not even come out till next year.
Oh, really? I heard it was July.
Yeah, but they said they might just push it. They're either gonna push it or they might fucking put it on the fucking network.
I can't say and put it on a network. They'll lose $1 billion plus if they just put it right on the network.
I don't think they'll lose that. I think if anything, they'll get more subscribers because people would just get subscribed to see the movie for $7 instead of going to the movie theater paying $20-something. You watch it at home. You pay your $7 for the month if that's the only thing you're gonna watch, and if you like it, you keep it.
Yeah, but you gotta figure, you know, if it goes into the theaters, and let's be honest, it's a Marvel movie, so it's gonna make the money.
Yeah,
it's gonna bring in at least, let's say, on a conservative estimate, let's say it brings in $700 million, right?
Yeah.
Now, after that's said and done, now you go to, you know, the digital and the direct to, you know, your cable box and the DVDs. Now you're looking at least about $500 million. Then you got to talk about, you know, they're going to rent it out to HBO and Showtime. They get a nice chunk of change for that. And then after all of that, then it goes to their streaming services. So you're looking at a $2 billion deficit just going straight to DVD, straight to the Disney Plus. I really can't see them doing that.
But you seen the movies that went straight to video? Bloodshot's already on video. You can get it for $20. Yeah.
Well, didn't open like shitty? It wasn't like a fucking horror show?
I think no, but also remember it did it all because the movie theaters were going. You know, this is the first time movie theater did $0.
I know.
The first time $0. So it did bad because people already knew about the coronavirus and they weren't packing theater. The other thing that happened also, like you see Dr. Dolittle, the one with Robert Downey Jr. already on iTunes. All these movies.
Well, that movie tanked worth of shit. That's why that movie was a fucking disaster, and that's also what lowered his price tag for Marvel, because apparently now he just signed another deal to go back to Marvel.
Yep, and you know, Birds of Crap also came out.
Oh my god, fuck that movie.
And next week you got 2 movies coming out. Next week you got Bad Boys for Life, and you got another movie that's in movie theaters also that's coming out.
What's that?
I forgot which one, but there's another movie coming out that I was like, wow, this is already out.
I'm still waiting for fucking the New Mutants. Still waiting for that one.
That movie got fucked. I bet you'll come out on. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that goes straight to the.
It was supposed to go.
Network.
It was supposed to go on the network April 6th.
It was supposed to come out in movie April 6th.
Was it movie theaters? I thought it was right to the network.
No, movie theaters. It was supposed to come, but I think you know what? That's another movie. You know, it's been out so long. Just put it on the fucking network. Fuck it.
Dude, that movie has been delayed. What, 3 years now?
Yeah, 3 years.
That's fucking insane.
And you know those actors don't look like that. Some of those actors probably grew up already. They look a lot different.
Of course I did. Can you imagine if the movie does well now? How the fuck are you going to shoot part 2? 10 years later?
Yeah, and everybody will be older and already like, holy shit, this guy got a... How old are you? It took 20 years to make a sequel.
What else are you looking forward to?
Are you looking forward
to anything good? What's coming?
You know what's coming out also? The Sonic the Hedgehog comes out next week.
How was that? I heard mixed reviews.
I don't know. I didn't see it. Also, the movie Underwater's coming out. There's a bunch of movies coming out.
What the fuck is underwater?
Is the one with that girl from Twilight? What's her name? Christy. What the
Oh, the
fuck's her
boring
name?
one?
Yeah. What's her fucking name?
I don't know. God, she's a fucking idiot. She was banging Patterson for a while.
Kristen Stewart. Yeah, she's banging the Batman. Oh, she was banging
The
the Batman.
Batman. And that's the other thing too. You know, I spoke to a friend of mine who owns a management company. She said SAG shut down indefinitely until this is all said and done. How many movies are going to get pushed back? How many?
You know how many TV series will have season finale? Like the Walking Dead, they stopped production, so the season finales, the episode 16 won't come out until maybe June.
That's what's crazy.
So they shut a lot of production, yeah.
Because they're all worried, which I get. But the funniest part about that is, if you still go to like the Upper West Side, they still have 1,000 construction sites going for these fucking $1 billion buildings, which makes no sense to me.
Wow.
Don't understand that. So what do I know?
Have you seen those things with picture of people going into like all the thing they do it with like people going into what's it called quarantine, and 30 days later they come out like 400 or 500 pounds heavier. Have you seen some of those?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's me. I'm gonna come out, an extra 30 pounds. You're gonna come out looking like fucking slim and trim. You keep cutting that fucking wood.
The one that made me laugh was the Barbie. You see the Barbie all skinny, and then she come out, she's like 50-pound heavier. Have you seen that?
No, I didn't see that one yet.
It's tremendous. It is tremendous.
I've been trying not to really go on too much social media because people are losing their fucking minds. You know, they're paranoid. They're either over paranoid and they're losing their minds, or they're thinking this is a joke and doing the opposite. You know, there's no in the middle, and that's what's kind of got me a little perturbed. Like, you know what? Is it something to worry about? Yes. Should you think you're going to lose your lives? No, it's not. You know, it's the flu kills lots of people every year, and nobody seems to panic this much.
This is insane, man. Insane.
I never would have thought it would have came to this, honestly.
Dude, you know what? And you know what the problem is? Like the social media they just keep talking about it. It's the only thing you can see on the news, and you got all this reporter, and they open up fucking more beds, and it's just fucking crazy, man. Like who the hell would think we'd see something like this in our lifetime?
It's nuts. It really is. I don't know what really to say about it. It'll be interesting to see. My biggest thing is now, once this is all said and done, how many people are gonna fucking travel and go nuts?
Oh, people are gonna go nuts.
The bars are gonna be packed.
Dude, let me tell you, the first week the bars open, it's gonna be crazy. You know?
Absolutely. I'll be there with fucking bells on. Absolutely.
Me, I'm trying to find out how to make some money, so maybe I don't have to go to work.
I told Gina, you gotta hit lotto, and we'll just fucking ride it out.
Because holy shit, this thing is fucking funny. No, but you know what? Now they got so many programs. You can go for loans. You can
grants.
If you're on unemployment, you easily get you can get healthcare, and you don't have to pay for it for a little while. So there's a lot of shit benefit that people don't realize they can get. You worst case scenario, fucking go for food stamp. You know, it's that fucking kind of era right now.
Unfortunately, yeah, and that's the sad part. They kept offering me food stamps, and I kept refusing them. And I kind of got pissed at the guy because he's like, oh, you know, you don't make enough. You can get it. And I looked at him dead in the face. I said, I don't need it. Like I have a family that helps me out very much. So, you know, I don't need to take food out of someone's mouth that might need it. Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah,
there are some people that
need it,
that absolutely need it. You know,
yep.
When you have a mom who's working 2 jobs and she can't make ends meet and she skips a meal so her kids could eat, fuck you. I would not feel comfortable taking food stamps for that. I wouldn't. So that's a whole separate animal in itself, though.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of people are gonna, because people are freaking out, man. Once you got that cash coming in, and
of course,
like bartenders, they live from from tips to tips. A lot of them.
If I see and I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this one. I don't mind GoFundMe's. I don't. You want to put it out there, go for it. I thoroughly agree with it. My thing is, when there's bartenders that could do other things that don't do it, if you were a dancer in your past life, and I'm not saying you got to take your clothes off, but put a poll up and you want to ask for tips or go GoFundMe while you're doing a dance on YouTube or private dances, then do it. When you constantly put a GoFundMe up or beg for money on Facebook or Instagram, and every day, every other day, it's give me money, give me money, give me money. Everyone's out. And what bothers me the most is most people, and you know this because you're in the bar industry, most of your friends are what? Bartenders and bar owners.
Yeah.
So they're out of
Yeah.
money. So you're asking
Yeah.
for money from the same motherfuckers who are out of money. Like, put it up
Yep.
once, I get it. Put it up a week or two later, I get it. Putting it up every day and constantly hounding people for money is just it's like enough. We get it. You're out of work. Everyone's out of work. Fucking deal with it. All right, that was my little rant. Sorry.
No, that's good.
It's every time I go on social media, it's send me a virtual tip, send me this, send me that, send me. It's like, shut the fuck up.
You want to hear something funny? It's like if I ever do a GoFundMe, it's for my coke habit and my drinking habit.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be like for $1 million.
Well, did you see that with one kid? He put a GoFundMe up. This is a while ago, probably about 2 years ago. He was stoned out of his mind, and he put up a GoFundMe. He said, "I'm so stoned, I just want to get some pizza. Can you put a GoFundMe up?" And he got like fucking $200,000 because all the kids who were stoned were like, "Yo, this is great. Here's $1. Here's $2."
Dude, I'm telling you, that's the way to take a gummy and then go, I'm fucked up. I think pizza. It's just the people will fucking donate.
Well, that one idiot on the news thing, he put up, I need money for a Coors Light or Miller Lite beer, and he raised what, like $2 million?
The guy, the guy that buy me a beer. But you know what? You know what's funny? That guy took all that money and donated it to cancer.
Yeah.
And people still shitted on him because he did some other shit in his past time that
his past caught up to him. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, "Fuck you! I'm going to donate to cancer. What have you done, you fucking idiots?"
And that's, again, he's not wrong. But that's the thing we have nowadays in this day and age. Everyone wants to look at everyone and point fingers and look down at everyone as opposed to appreciating it. And, it's like the people who watch Shark Tank and they get fucking angry. That's a fucking dumb idea. Well, that dumb idea made that guy $2 million. And they get angry because they didn't think of it. And it's like the jealousy shit in this day and age is getting out of hand.
Oh, it's getting yeah. That shit is crazy. People get so out of hand because you know what's funny. I was watching a video of these guys doing a podcast, and they got all these video. And somebody told me, "Rob, what kind of high tech video do you have? What kind of high tech stuff you do with your podcast? Because it sounds pretty good." I said, "I got my phone," and people can't believe we're doing this off a phone.
Yeah, I love that when it's like, so what kind of mics do you guys use? I'm like, the one on the phone. Well, I saw you for a while. You guys had microphones. I'm like, yeah, we did. That was one I bought. Didn't work for the system, so we just used it as a prop for a while.
Yeah,
it looks good. That's about it.
I know. It was funny. I did the 2 show with Mike, and it's so weird doing the show without the video. But you know what? Sometimes you can still do it. We just do it like this while we're quarantined until everything gets better. But dude, I really think March is like the date, man.
March or April.
Yeah. Do you see the fucking? Have you been watching Monday Night Raw? Like that empty arena shit is horrible, dude.
So I don't know if you saw this, but they stole the idea from AEW, and they moved the hard cam to face the runway, the rampway when they come down, which is so much, which looks a lot better. My biggest issue with Raw and SmackDown, both of them right now, and they have some good segments, is legit. I watched it on Raw the other night. 3 hours. It's a 3-hour show. Out of the 3 hours, 2 hours and 7 minutes of it were replaying other matches.
Yeah, that's all they're doing.
Which to me makes no fucking sense. Like, this is the time where you should be taking risks with characters that you don't use. Give some of the younger guys or the low card or mid card guys, give them time, even if they can't wrestle. Let them fucking do some on air shit. Like, they had fucking R-Truth won the belt back again from that schmuck, whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, that Morris Ripley, whatever.
I don't know. I don't even know what his name is. I call him generic wrestler number 2.
Moss Ripley.
That's how bad he is.
Dude, you want to hear something funny? So they have Ricochet and Cedric the Alexander team up, and they lost to these guys.
I don't get why they're crushing them. I don't know who Ricochet shit on, who he pissed off, but he got squashed by Lesnar. He got squashed by fucking, who was it? Aleister Black. Not Aleister Black, fucking Bo, whatever the fuck his name is. Like, he's losing to everyone, and I don't get it. Like, I don't know why they're shitting all over him.
I know, it's crazy.
Ced's the same way. Cedric came in with a great push, and then they just shit on him like it's nobody's business.
It's crazy. I guess, and you know what, with this whole thing, but you know what, Vince McMahon does that. He jobbed these guys in out of nowhere. They go on a winning streak. You know, you got to pay your dues almost.
Now, I don't get with AEW, because apparently they might be going on hiatus indefinitely, because they just canceled the show for, what is it, tonight?
Newark. They canceled the Newark show.
But they haven't admitted if they're going to film something or not. So that's going to be interesting.
I think they have it today, but the Blood and Glory, they were going to have like a war game kind match, 2 rings, got canceled. You see who the assaulted one was? It was Brophy Lee.
Brophy Lee, yep. Which I thought was cool.
After all that, it was just I didn't even think that was such a big guy. It could have been Matt Hardy, because people were waiting for Hardy, but Hardy's going to be this guy Matt's tag team partner in that Blood and Glory match.
Well, I thought it was great that Vanguard 1 came out. I thought that was a fucking great twist to
that was
showing
great.
who it was. And Matt Hardy said it best. If that was a full arena, you couldn't do that, because you can't be flying drones over a full arena. Just God forbid something happens. But the other thing too, I don't know if you saw this, Chris Jericho tore into the fans online like bad. He's like, because they were like, why'd you cancel it? Why did you this? Why did you that? And he flat out said, the Blood and Glory, match is basically war games. You have to have, just wrestlers alone is 10 people in the ring. Now you got to add the camera guys. So you got to have about 12 to 13 people in that ring, which is against Jersey regulations now. You can't have that many people in a small area at the same time. So
you need a crowd for a match like that. You can't have a match that and not have a crowd. You need a crowd.
Well, and that's what's killing me is you look at some of these fucking guys, and it goes to show you who's a true professional and who's not. Who can, like, you look at Miz and Morrison, they went out and they played up to no one, and it was amazing. Yeah. And then you look at people, look at like Bailey and like Sasha, and it didn't make any sense. It was boring.
Did you see Colt Cabana the other day? He smacked one of the guys in the back, and they were all sweating, and then he's looking at his head because there's no towel. It was fucking hysterical.
Supposedly he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
I never was a huge fan of his. I never really saw a lot of his stuff, but apparently he's supposedly one of the funnier wrestlers. I still don't understand why they did nothing with Eric Young with that. How they let him just fall to the wayside is disturbing to me.
Dude, we're going to see what they do right after WrestleMania, because WrestleMania, they should have pushed WrestleMania to a SummerSlam.
Yeah. Combine them. Call it, Summer Mania. Call it it's like, do something. But, Vince is Vince, and that's it.
Yeah. Have you seen the shirt they got for WrestleMania?
I wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
I mean, that's them trying to capitalize, which is smart. I don't know if you remember the Get the F Out ones.
Yeah.
You remember
How
those?
How many people you think will buy that shirt? There's going to be people. Dude, this either might be one of the highest rated WrestleMania because it's no sports.
I don't know, man. I really can't say. It'll be interesting to see at the very least. But I mean, you can't even bet on it because it's going to be pre-taped.
They could probably put the bets on the live matches.
Well, what's going to be live and what's not.
And are they still doing the NXT takeover? Is it going to be
takeover? I don't know. I don't know. I know they mentioned that they're going through with the Hall of Fame, and how much is that going to suck? Being in the Hall of Fame this year with no one fucking there.
I thought they canceled the Hall of Fame.
I thought they were still going through with it. I mean, it would be smart to cancel it and just carry over the nominees to next year. That would make a lot more sense, especially.
Oh no, you don't even have to carry. Just instead of doing it now, you're doing SummerSlam.
Yeah, you do that. That makes more sense.
You started on Thursday, so you have the Hall of Fame on Thursday. You have SmackDown Friday. You have a takeover on Saturday, then you have the fucking SummerSlam, and then you have Monday Night Raw. You just get it all over with. That's what they're going to do in Tampa.
Because
And you
I
know
know
how many?
Eliza wants to go to Boston for SummerSlam. I'm like, fuck that. I ain't not doing that.
Dude, I was thinking Boston's not bad, and where they're doing it, it's a nice town too.
No, I'm good. I will not be doing that. Now, my question to you is, do you think they're trying this 2-day WrestleMania to maybe start doing that every year now?
Let me tell you, they were talk after they saw what Wrestling Kingdom. You know, Wrestling Kingdom did 2 days.
Yeah.
So they saw that and they worked out pretty good. So I think it's because you know what they're going to do is probably going to be 2 days instead of calling the NXT Takeover. NXT is going to be the next brand. They're just going to put them in WrestleMania.
I mean, it's like I said, I went that one year in New Orleans, and we went in late. WrestleMania had already started, and it was sitting there for 6.5 hours. Was too fucking much.
You know what they're going to do is probably be 3 and a half hour show. We will equal up to 7 hours.
Well, even doing 2 4-hour shows. It's still 8 hours. It's a lot of fucking wrestling.
Yeah, but they're going to do either 2 or 3. Because do you think I don't think McIntyre is going to win. He don't want his WrestleMania moment to be like that. I think Goldberg might keep the title too. I think no titles are going to change it. They're going to do it where they can do it in a live audience.
Fucking Goldberg. Fuck Goldberg. I don't understand. I don't understand that angle. I don't get it. I don't get how you push the Fiend to be this fucking amazing individual and then just crush him. It's stupid.
Dude, Dave, you want to hear something crazy? They're talking about one of the WrestleMania actually being in Saudi Arabia.
That's just dumb. That's absolutely dumb.
That would be you'll alienate everybody if you do it there.
It's dumb for a number of reasons, and a big chunk of it is because, you know, WrestleMania, for those who don't actually go to WrestleMania, don't understand this, that week, it's not even a weekend, it's a week now, is crazy with the independence and just how much shit goes on. When I was in New Orleans for WrestleMania, there wasn't, I think from like, I want to say like midnight till like 6 a.m. was the only time there wasn't active wrestling going on. And I do mean active wrestling. 6 a.m. they had Pancakes and Pile Drivers, which was a wrestling show for 3 hours where you go get breakfast and you watch live wrestling for 3 fucking hours.
Wow. You want to hear something funny, John? The fucking a lot of those independent promotion were counting on that weekend. Guess what? There's a lot of fucking guys going out of business just because of that weekend.
Oh,
they make a shitload of money.
Well, did you see Braun Strowman's in a world of shit right now because of that?
Oh yeah, because he said if you can't. Oh yeah, I saw that. His Twitter. Yeah, I saw that.
Stop begging for money. You know, it's not my fault if you didn't fucking save enough. And someone's like, you're kind of a dick. And he's like, listen, I love strongman. I love doing everything about it, but I couldn't make a living on it. I wasn't making enough money, so I stopped. I went to work for the WWE, and when I showed up in Tampa or whatever the fuck he was, he's like, I had $150 to my name, and that's it.
Yep, he did say that he went away with $150 and showed up because he was doing those strongman competition like Ken Patera used to do. They wasn't paying enough. He was like, fuck that.
Which I get, and I understand that, but. You know, I gotta say, if you rely on something and it just doesn't happen, you know, I'm not saying you gotta blame someone, but I don't think there's and again, I have no problem with somebody asking and making a go for me. I don't have a problem with that. It's when you put it every day, like fucking shut up.
You know who suffered? Like Francine and all those people that do those shows that they make a few $100 in those shows. Yep. You know, they all suffering.
Well, Francine, she has her YouTube show, so she's all right.
And her podcast and stuff, but still.
Yeah, she just got a Patreon. She got picked up by, what's his face? Who'd she get picked up by?
Vince Russo.
There you
got
go.
her the Russo thing.
So she's doing all right. But guys like Justin Incredible, who had that tour with the Sandman and Douglas, that's all on hiatus now. Like those guys are going to take a hit, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, but Justin Incredible also got a podcast with Vince Russo. They do the AEW review.
Yeah, he just got on that too. I'll give Russo this much. He's getting everyone involved, which, you know, is good for him.
Let me tell you, I've been trying to send her email about our show so we could get a spot on the brand network and make a few $100. It wouldn't be a bad thing.
Could you imagine that? Do you understand the amount of shitting that we do on some of those wrestlers? Can you imagine them coming on? I'd be like, oh, Goldberg, you suck.
Yeah, but we don't even have to do because he's trying to change his thing to not be too much wrestling because he shits on the dirt sheet riders. You know, like all those guys. So we could probably shit on that and talk about everything else. And he'll probably be on the show. Like I'm trying to see how we can work this out and give him a call and send him a message.
Yep. Well,
You know, like,
we'll figure it out. So what do you got planned for the rest of the week? Just chilling and chopping wood?
oh wait up, let's talk about dude, how good was the Dark Side of the Ring?
It was the first half I thought was a lot better than the second half.
I kind of love it because they went into that whole thing that once he was done. Once Eddie Guerrero died, he was pretty much done.
Yeah. It was twisted. It was great. It was good to see, you know, his kid call out everyone except for Jericho. Dude, I thought Jericho did an amazing job. I think
Jericho this year's gonna be like the host of most of those shows.
I think he was so eloquent in what he said. I just everything about him, seeing Chavo there, and again, just hearing these guys say the things they said. And even JR was like, we fucked up. I'm sorry. You know, we didn't know. It's like, okay. And it was good, man. It was good. It was dark. It was good, but it was very interesting to see, you know, this industry and what's going on.
Do you see the After Dark?
What's that?
They had the show after it. They have a show called Dark Side of the Ring, the after show.
No, I didn't see that.
And oh man, they had Tommy Dreamer. It was Tommy Dreamer. It was Tommy Dreamer and two other wrestlers that were on it.
I gotta look it up.
Yeah, look it up. It's called Dark Side of the Ring. The after. It's probably on the thing. I saw it's called After Chris Benoit. But it's like an after show that was actually pretty good, and they had some wrestlers talking about it. He had two guys talking about it, and they were talking about Benoit. He had Chavo and he had Tommy Dreamer.
I love Dreamer. I've met him on a number of occasions, and he's always been a gentleman and just super nice. So it's you know it's amazing to see him, and that's why I've said this before in the podcast before. You look at any wrestling, you know, acceptance speech in the past fucking 10 years, and everyone, at least one person saying, I gotta thank Tommy Dreamer, who is still doing much for the industry. You know, the guy is a fucking work.
Yeah.
The guy's a workhorse.
You want to hear something crazy? So he's telling a story that he was fighting Bob Holly one time, and Holly smacked him in the face, and he said the last thing he remembered was just getting pinned, and they had like an 8-minute match.
It wouldn't shock me.
And he was like, he was concussed, and he said he talked to Bob Hardy after. Bob, oh, you were fine. I didn't even realize you were. He said he just went through the motion and this and that. It's fucking crazy, man.
Because when you're concussed, your body just reacts. It's muscle memory. It just does it.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
You know what I'm watching now? Fucking Tiger King. This show is fucking insane.
What is that about? I keep seeing things. Is it a documentary?
It's a documentary. It's an 8-part documentary that spans over like 15 years. Yeah. It's about this guy who raises tigers, and it's another broad who raises her tigers, and they're fighting because who has the better tigers. And then another guy gets involved. I'm up to episode like 4 now. And every time you think it can't get any weirder and crazier, mind you, it's all down south. Which, let's be honest, most of the people on the show don't have all their teeth. I mean, the fact that the Tiger King is a gay guy, a hillbilly gay guy with a mullet who has 2 husbands. If that doesn't make you want to go watch the show to begin with, I don't know what does.
That sounds awful.
I'm gonna send you a video link of one of his, because he's a country singer too, of one of his country songs, and you're just gonna be like, you're legit gonna be like, what the fuck is this? It's like watching Jerry Springer on crack.
Yeah, because I see a lot of people making comments. It might be the apocalypse, but we got like Tiger King.
Dude, it's like I said, it's like watching a car crash. And just when you think, holy shit, this can't get any fucking more, like, just this can't be real, it gets worse. And you're like, wait, that happened now? Like this one part just happened. I'm like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, how the fuck did you get, like, I'm waiting for Siegfried and Roy to show up and be like, okay, we're here too now. Like,
dude, do you see the breaking news? Like 2 hours ago, Netflix went down. Like they had power shortage like across the U.S.
Really?
Yeah, some people couldn't log in.
I've been watching. I paused Tiger King to answer this. I was watching it, so I guess I wasn't affected. Thank God.
You know what I think? You know what I think happened? Probably there's so many that thing is working so overload where everybody being home and watching Netflix now.
I'm sure all these streaming services, even like the internet speeds, from what I'm hearing, everyone's like lower than ever. I'm like, yeah, because everyone's home, man.
And everybody's trying to watch TV.
Dude, you watch the webcam, the live cams from Times Square. I watched yesterday the live cam from Duval Street in Key West. It's a fucking ghost town.
Everywhere's a ghost
I've
town.
I've never seen Times Square that empty ever in my life.
Times Square is empty. There's nobody around. People are just hiding out. You know, it's weird. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's trippy as shit. So what are you watching now? What's your drug of choice as far as TV shows?
So The Walking Dead was fantastic.
It sucked. Come on, last episode was horrible.
Huh?
Last episode was horrible.
The only good thing about the last I'm more still stuck in the last episode with the fucking Beta's head getting cut off and shit.
Spoilers.
But this episode was like, the only good thing about that episode was like they pretty much verified that Rick's alive.
Yeah.
And they also verified the Commonwealth.
Well, it just killed me. Like there was no need for all that drug-induced shit. Like it was a very slow-moving episode.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
It's like you get the next week. I think the 14th is gonna be good because Carol gets the head. We're gonna find out what happened with Negan and all the other shit. So it's gonna be good this Sunday.
That's gonna be it's sad to say, but when the trailer for the next episode looks better than the actual episode you just watched, that kind of sucks. But it's gonna be interesting to see how the Whisperers react now to all this. So
I think there's gonna be one more battle because Beta's getting people together, and you know Beta's now the leader. He just want to kill. Like he doesn't even want to play with people. He just want to kill people. So it's like I think it's almost the end, and this is probably the end of the Whisper War, and they're gonna show the Commonwealth. That means that there's probably only like 2 more seasons of The Walking Dead left after this.
Well, I mean, it ran its course. It's been going for a long time now.
Yeah, 10 seasons. How long can you fucking go? You know, it's crazy.
Now, I'm still waiting for them to connect with the other idiots from Fear the Walking Dead.
They kind of did what they said Morgan, because, you know, if you saw the last year, I thought last year was kind of terrible.
Of what, Fear the Walking Dead?
Yeah. I liked the season before, but last year they kept showing taping, and they were taping people, having an interview. And then at the end, you leave Morgan in the church to die for with all those zombies. I wouldn't be surprised if Rick goes there and saves him.
Let's hope. I like Morgan.
You know, so I think something like that will happen. I can't see Morgan going out like that.
I liked Crazy Morgan. When Morgan was crazy, that was the best.
And this week's episode, get ready. There's going to be some big death in the next 2 episodes.
Let's hope. You
know?
What do you got planned for the rest of the quarantine? Anything good?
Nothing good, man. Just eating. Probably today, eating, hanging out, seeing when they fucking give the all clear. But for right now,
playing any games at all or no?
Nah, I didn't even bring my Xbox. All I've been playing is like WWF Champion and the Star Wars
the mobile games.
Role playing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And nothing special. You know.
All right. Well, this will all blow over. Well, I will say this much: once this all blows over, we're going to Atlantic City. We're going to have a nice little trip, and we're going to fucking sit at the bikini bar, and we're going to have our drinks and get our oysters, and we're going to fucking unplug.
Yes. You want to hear something funny before we go off? You seen the fucking, it's like 12 kids that got the coronavirus from that fucking Florida.
Good. Fucking idiots. They're idiots. All of them are fucking idiots.
And they're like shocked. They shocked.
It's the same as the Hasidic Jews in Borough Park in Brooklyn. That they every day that at least one, if not 2, weddings or conventions, and the cops are showing up going, "Are you fucking kidding me? There's 300 of you packed into a goddamn backyard."
Oh my God, it's crazy.
They don't get it, but you know, and again, you would think the measles they got 4 years ago. They had a measles outbreak. When the fuck was there a measles outbreak? You would think then they would have said, "All right, you know what? Maybe we should listen to everyone else." Nope.
You know who's probably worried? Those mothers that didn't vaccine their kid with this fucking disease.
Of course,
this shit will fuck you up.
It's gonna fuck everybody up, but they gotta pay attention.
Yeah, man.
All right, Hammer, go do your thing. I will talk to you next week. Oh, well, for those who are listening, we do a Google Hangouts. We do a thing on it's a free app. It's basically us just hanging out, having drinks in our own quarantined areas.
Ah, that was great.
It was at a ball. I think tonight we're going to do another one at 9:00. Everyone, I can't say, Rob, people kept messaging me just saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Just to be able to meet other people and just sit and talk and not have to worry about this shit for 2 hours. Like that Saturday night, we were on for what, 4.5 hours?
Yeah, your one friend was lumped up and cooking. That shit was funny.
Eliza, oh yeah, you had to see her the next night. It was even worse. But yeah, so we'll definitely be on this Saturday again.
She was more lumped up the next night.
Oh yeah, she got lumped. But we might be on tonight. It's Google Hangouts. It's free. Just look up either Getting Lumped Up. That's your email, right?
Yeah, you ain't lumped up.
Mine is FreakJonn. Two N's, no H. And if you add us, we're gonna join a group at one point, one of these nights. We can add you in, and we just sit and talk. And that's all we do. We just sit and talk and bullshit like we're at a bar.
Yeah,
and it's good to vent.
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of people also using Zoom. I don't know about Zoom, but I think the Google Hangout is easy and it's pretty good.
People keep mentioning Zoom. For me, Google Hangouts, which is easy because it's easy to just send a link. It's easy to have a chat there as well. So maybe I'll look into Zoom too. But right now we got Google Hangouts. So if you want to just unplug and vent and have a virtual bartender and not have to tip him anything, just come in and we're there.
Yeah.
All right, Rob. I'll talk to you later.
John. Talk to you later, man. And remember, don't get drunk.